Good afternoon. My name is Tim Roden. I'm the facility engineer for ZFW@artcc.org. That's Fort Worth Center. We're on the VATSIM network. We provide air traffic control for simulated pilots who are flying into Fort Worth airspace. Today I'm going to talk about the Shreveport approach area. We're going to set up vStars to handle that. Before you download your facility, what you'll want to do is go to your web page, your downloads web page at your Arctic. Download the files, put them in your My Documents directory. Click Import. Find the facilities that you just downloaded. Click on it. Save it. They will fall in this list. Once you have it, click on the airport that you want to bring up today. We're going to bring up Shreveport. Get a nice little blank screen when you bring that up. First thing you'll want to do is hit Control S. Get your settings set up. You want, for me, and this is the way I like it set up, I do not have the Show All Controllers tab set up. Some people don't have the tab to close. I like that. But whatever floats your bubble, this is the way I have it. That's the way I recommend. Add would be your aircraft select key. Your right control push to talk key to change that. Just click on that particular item and make the changes. Go to Network, put your CID, your password, your full name, your server. Whichever one's closest to you gets the best ping rate is the one I would use. Now today we're going to use Sweatbox because we're going to be just showing you some things. The default call sign, your observer call sign, your rating, your facility. You will want to, whatever you would put in your ATIS is what you would put here. Now, the ATIS facility is not very good for vStars. You want to leave ATISs for towers, for ground to do from VRC. Like I said, vStars is for approach only. If you're doing any other position, use VRC or use Euroscope, whichever your facility is recommending. Once you have all that in place, then you go to Audio, select your microphone, headset, speaker devices. I recommend that you have all these enabled. Calibrate your mic. If you don't have your mic calibrated properly, nobody will ever hear you. Or you may blow people's eardrums out. Calibrate your mic, make sure that it is at a decimal level that everybody will feel comfortable listening to you on frequency. Click Apply or click OK. Come to the screen. To log on, F12. If you don't like that call sign, backspace and change it to whatever you're going to do. We're going to do approach today, so we hit enter. And now we have Shreveport approach up. First thing you'll want to do is get maps on your page. As you can see in the upper part is the maps. Click on the maps button. You'll want whatever items that you normally would have clicked on. Once you cannot leave this area until you have finished, but click Done. Now you'll have 6 of these available to work with. So if you need satellites brought up real quick, whatever else you need, bring it up. As you can see, this is the Shreveport approach area. Your particular facility will look different. Over here in the left, you can see the weather. Shreveport's variable at 3, Barksdale 02011, downtown 340 at 4. Looks like north ops to me. But again, check your calm wind guides and check your strongest winds to know which ones you're going to be doing today. If you know your top and bottom of your airspace, you can do an F7, F, 001, 1200, 001, 1200, 120. That's going to be the top one's the associated tracks, bottom one's the unassociated tracks. This will keep you from having to look at aircraft flying out of Houston going to New York. I don't care anything about that at Shreveport approach. All I want is aircraft below 12,000 feet. So this will bring up whatever. Now you can see in the upper left in the SSA 001, 120 unassociated, 001, 120 associated. Once you have that in place, come over here to Preferences, Save As, give it a worthy name, and now I've got a preference over here. Can't leave this until you click Done. Now that I've got my preferences set there, let's set some bookmarks. This will be my Control-Alt-1. Let's zoom in on Shreveport, or Shreveport Regional Airport. I'll want to do a Control-T to put top-down mode on, and I'll do Control-Alt-2. So that's Shreveport. Let's go over here and do the same thing with Barksdale. Control-Alt-3. Set as many as these as you need to. Now I can do a 1, and I'm back to where I was. Notice top-down mode is not on now. Once you've done something like that, go back to Preferences, click Save. We don't need to do a Save As this time. We're done. As you can see, now we've got a scenario. We're looking at aircraft the way we want to look at aircraft. Next thing you'll want to know, we'll want to be able to set a frequency. Bring in your RDVS, that's radio panel. Click on Primary. If you're using one of my facilities, the primary facility that you'll use as approach on all will be the top item. Over here you've got monitor controls, override controls, and intercom controls. I only have intercom set up for this facility, but if you want to do an intercom communication with Gregg County approach, click on that. Have a little chat with Gregg County. Talk to Fort Worth Center. Click on the appropriate Fort Worth Center and have a little chat. That's all. The symbolism makes no meaning whatsoever. What's important is the frequency. So if you know what frequency he's doing, then you can have a little chat with him. We'll move him off to the side. In the lower right, you can see the text communication. I can turn that on and off with a tab. Any communication I do on frequency will be done right here. If I want to have a chat with somebody, I can click on them and a new tab will come up and I'll have my conversation with them on that tab. So if I want to have a chat with Memphis Center, I got a plane going into Memphis. He doesn't have a arrival file. I can have a chat with him, find out what he wants me to do about him, and I can put it all right. We can do it all right here. Once we have that in place, just getting control of an aircraft, I can do a contact me, which is just hitting the home key, same way you did it on VRC. Click on the aircraft. That's flagship 2152. I can hit F9 or I can hit F6. Let's do an F6. And flagship 2154. Enter. Up pops my aircraft. His assigned squawk code is 0635. If he didn't have one, I can click on Assign. and we set it, and F3, and now I have it. Now, in the case of one I don't have, we've got AC 2151 coming in, so I can do a F9, AC 2151, enter, tell him to squawk 0625. Once he's squawking 0625, you will see him come up. You will have him. You don't have to do an F3. To give him up, just like you did in VRC, F4, slew the aircraft. F3, you can get him back again. As you can see over here, his flight plan, at least in the area that you are, will show up. He's supposed to be at 360, file 360, J4 EIC. EIC is right here. That's going to be the end of his flight plan. And if I want to give him to another controller, I just type that controller's POF ID up here. Just type it over here on the screen, click on the aircraft, and a handoff will be done to that aircraft. So we'll let these aircraft go. We're going to log off. Well, before we do that, if I wanted to have a conversation with him in text, ASQ 2151 and the plus key. Now I can do a alias command, and there I've told him to descend to maintain 4000. If I click I cannot click on an aircraft and change it. If I wanted to go do a command with flagship 2154, I have to do it again. And whatever command I'm giving him, now he can fly that. Alright, to set a temporary altitude, I've told him to send and maintain 4000, so I type 4000. I've typed plus 040. You got to put a flight level 040. Click right here. Now he has a temporary altitude of 4000. To end your session, release all your aircraft. Let them know you're closed. And do a F12, the star, enter. To end the entire session, do an Alt F4 and you're back to your facility. You can click exit and you're done. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope this helps you out in working with vStars. Happy flying, and we'll see you next time in the air.